In the aftermath of the mass extinction that wiped out the dinosaurs at the end of the Cretaceous period, the Earth was left with a radically transformed landscape. This marked the beginning of the Paleocene epoch, the dawn of the Cenozoic era. The disappearance of non-avian dinosaurs left a massive ecological void, paving the way for mammals to diversify and dominate. Early on, the ancestors of modern carnivores began to emerge, adapting to fill niches that were once occupied by prehistoric reptiles. Among these pioneering groups were the creodonts, and miacids, both crucial to the evolutionary narrative of carnivorous mammals. Creodonts are often regarded as some of the earliest true carnivores, yet they were not directly related to modern carnivorans. Belonging to the now extinct order Creodonta, these mammals diversified widely across Africa, Europe, Asia, and North America during the Paleocene and Eocene epochs. Creodonts came in all shapes and sizes, from the small, fox-like hyenodon to the larger, bear-like Megistotherium *. These creatures developed a wide array of adaptations to thrive as predators. Their teeth were specialized for cutting meat, with sharp shearing blades and strong jaws capable of delivering a deadly bite. Some species exhibited body forms suited for stealth and ambush, while others were more suited to endurance pursuits. Their success and adaptability made them some of the dominant carnivores during these early epochs. Meanwhile, another group of mammals, known as miacids, was quietly laying the evolutionary groundwork for what would become modern carnivores. Miacids were small, weasel-like creatures that lived during the late Paleocene and early Eocene. They exhibited traits that would later be refined by their descendants, the true carnivorans. While not as specialized as the creodonts, miacids displayed an early version of the dental structure known as the carnassial teeth, sharp, blade-like teeth ideal for slicing meat. The miacids were more generalized in their body plans, indicating that they were still adapting and evolving to fill various niches in the ecosystem. It is from these small, relatively unspecialized miacids that modern carnivores, such as felines, canines, and bears, would eventually descend. As the Paleocene transitioned into the Eocene, the Earth's climate warmed significantly, leading to an explosion in the diversity of plant and animal life. This period of warmth allowed forests to expand and flourish, creating new opportunities for herbivores and their predators. Creodonts continued to diversify and adapt, becoming more efficient hunters as they encountered new prey and competitors. Their dominance during the Eocene was a testament to their success, with some species growing to impressive sizes and displaying powerful predatory traits. For example, hyenodon became one of the most widespread and successful genera of creodonts, thriving across a range of habitats and hunting a wide variety of prey. The story of early carnivores, however, was not limited to the success of creodonts alone. While creodonts were solidifying their dominance, miacids were evolving in the background, developing new traits that would set the stage for the emergence of the true carnivorans. The Eocene epoch saw a steady diversification of miacids, some of which began to show increasingly specialized features that would be passed on to later groups. These evolutionary developments marked the dawn of a new chapter in the history of carnivorous mammals. The dominance of creodonts during the Eocene epoch came with its eventual decline in the Oligocene epoch. This period marked a critical transition in the landscape of carnivorous mammals. As the climate began to cool, leading to the retreat of lush forests and the spread of open grasslands, the ecological pressures on carnivores shifted. Creodonts, which had thrived in dense forests and wooded habitats, faced new challenges in the changing environment. In addition to the cooling climate, a new group of predators, the true carnivorans, began to rise and compete with the once dominant creodonts. True carnivorans, also known as carnivora, had several key advantages that enabled them to outcompete the creodonts in the long run. These mammals were more adaptable and efficient in their predatory strategies, benefiting from traits such as improved locomotion, more specialized dentition, and increased cognitive abilities. The transition from the Miacids to more advanced carnivorans was marked by the appearance of families such as Felidae, cats, Canidae, dogs, and Ursidae, bears. These early members of carnivora began to diversify and spread into a variety of habitats, making them formidable competitors to the creodonts. One of the most significant factors in the decline of creodonts was the emergence of more specialized and efficient hunting techniques among true carnivorans. While creodonts relied on brute force and powerful jaws, many of the new carnivorans exhibited a greater range of hunting behaviors and dietary strategies. For example, early cats were developing retractable claws and stealthy approaches, while canids were evolving into pack hunters capable of cooperative strategies. This growing diversity among true carnivorans allowed them to exploit a wider range of prey and thrive in various environments. As the Oligocene epoch progressed, creodonts began to disappear from the fossil record, giving way to the true carnivorans. This period marked a pivotal moment in the evolutionary history of predatory mammals as the ecological dominance of creodonts came to an end and a new era of carnivorans took its place. The decline of creodonts can be attributed to a combination of factors, including their inability to adapt to changing climates and the rise of more versatile and efficient predators. While creodonts left behind a rich fossil record that offers valuable insights into early mammalian evolution, their disappearance underscores the relentless nature of evolutionary pressures and the ever-changing dynamics of life on Earth. The rise of true carnivorans in the Oligocene paved the way for the dramatic diversification of these predators in later epochs. As forests gave way to grasslands and new prey species emerged, early members of carnivora adapted and evolved, giving birth to the familiar groups of predators we know today. This transition set the stage for the next major chapter in the history of carnivorous mammals, the rise of the big cats, canines, and other iconic hunters that would come to define the Cenozoic era's apex predators. This shift from the dominance of creodonts to the emergence of true carnivorans is one of the most significant turning points in the evolutionary history of predatory mammals. It highlights the complex interplay between environmental changes, adaptive traits, and competition among species, a recurring theme throughout the Cenozoic era and beyond. The Miocene epoch, spanning from about 23 million to 5.3 million years ago, was a critical period in the evolution of carnivorous mammals. It represented a time of global cooling and the expansion of grasslands, creating a range of new ecological opportunities and challenges. The rise of the true carnivorans during this epoch marked a turning point in the history of predatory mammals, with significant evolutionary advances that reshaped terrestrial ecosystems. As forests retreated and grasslands spread, carnivorans diversified and adapted, leading to the emergence of some of the most iconic predators in the mammalian lineage. One of the key evolutionary developments during the Miocene epoch was the diversification of the order Carnivora. This order, which included both the caniforms, dog-like carnivorans, and feliforms, cat-like carnivorans, saw a major expansion in the number and variety of species. The true carnivorans were distinguished by several key features that gave them an edge in the changing landscapes of the Miocene. These included the development of more specialized dentition, particularly the evolution of the carnassial teeth, highly efficient for slicing meat. This dental specialization, combined with improved locomotive abilities and diverse hunting strategies, allowed true carnivorans to occupy a variety of ecological niches. Among the most significant groups to emerge and diversify during the Miocene were the canids, the ancestors of modern-day wolves, foxes, and dogs. The canids of the Miocene epoch began as small, omnivorous creatures, gradually evolving into the versatile predators we recognize today. As the climate shifted and open grasslands became more prevalent, canids adapted to these new environments by developing greater endurance and the ability to hunt in packs. This pack hunting behaviour gave them a significant advantage in the pursuit of large, fast-moving prey that thrived in these open habitats. The social cooperation exhibited by early canids laid the groundwork for the evolution of complex pack structures and communication methods, traits that would later be refined in wolves and other modern canids. Parallel to the rise of canids, the felids, cat-like carnivorans, were also undergoing significant evolutionary changes. The ancestors of today's big cats began to evolve during the Miocene, giving rise to species with powerful limbs, retractable claws, and keen senses. These adaptations allowed them to become proficient stalkers and ambush predators, capable of taking down large prey with precision and stealth. Among the early felids, saber-toothed cats began to emerge as formidable predators. These saber-toothed cats were characterized by their long, curved upper canine teeth, which were likely used to deliver killing bites to large prey. The evolution of such specialized traits in felids was a testament to the diverse and dynamic ecosystems of the Miocene epoch, which provided ample opportunities for adaptive radiation. Another notable group that rose to prominence during the Miocene was the mustelids, which included the ancestors of weasels, badgers, and otters. Mustelids diversified into various forms, adapting to both terrestrial and aquatic habitats. Their small size, agility, and strong jaws allowed them to occupy niches ranging from fierce terrestrial hunters to aquatic specialists. Otters, for example, began to exploit rivers and lakes, evolving streamlined bodies and specialized adaptations for catching fish. Meanwhile, terrestrial mustelids evolved to hunt small mammals, birds, and other prey, becoming versatile and efficient predators in their respective environments. The Miocene epoch also saw the emergence of early bears, ursids, and the evolutionary split that led to the distinction between the giant panda lineage and other bears. While the early bears of the Miocene were largely omnivorous, they exhibited a variety of adaptations that allowed them to exploit diverse food sources. Their large size and powerful limbs made them capable of tackling different challenges in their environments, whether foraging for plants, scavenging, or hunting smaller animals. As the climate cooled and habitats changed, early bears adapted to new food sources and ecological pressures, setting the stage for their later diversification into the distinctive bear species we know today. The spread of open grasslands during the Miocene epoch not only influenced the evolution of herbivores, but also shaped the adaptations of carnivorous mammals. The large herbivores of the Miocene, such as early horses, rhinoceroses, and camels, became primary prey targets for evolving carnivores. This shift in prey availability required predators to adapt their hunting techniques to suit the new landscape. For example, faster-running prey in open environments favoured the evolution of pursuit-based hunting strategies among canids, while the emergence of larger herbivores in forested areas and savannas led to the development of ambush strategies in felids. The cooling climate of the Miocene also played a role in driving the evolution of carnivorous mammals. As temperatures dropped, seasonal variations became more pronounced, and animals had to adapt to periods of food scarcity. This resulted in the development of behaviours such as seasonal migration and catching of food, as well as physiological changes like thicker fur coats and changes in fat storage. These adaptations were particularly advantageous for canids, which evolved to thrive in a variety of climates and terrains, expanding their range and increasing their chances of survival in the fluctuating Miocene environments. The Miocene epoch was not only a period of ecological expansion, but also of increased competition. As carnivorous mammals diversified and occupied new niches, interspecies competition became more intense. This competition led to the refinement of predatory skills and the emergence of specialized adaptations among different groups. For instance, early felids and canids likely competed for similar prey, driving them to evolve distinct hunting strategies and body plans. This ongoing competition and specialization allowed each group to carve out its own place in the evolving ecosystems, contributing to the overall diversification of carnivorans during this epoch. In addition to competition among carnivorous mammals, the Miocene also witnessed interactions between carnivores and other animal groups, such as large herbivores and early primates. As carnivores adapted to target a wider range of prey, the evolutionary arms race between predator and prey intensified. Herbivores developed new defensive adaptations, such as increased size, thicker hides, and social behaviors like herd formation, while carnivores refined their hunting techniques to overcome these defenses. These evolutionary pressures drove further innovations in predatory behavior, enhancing the complexity and dynamism of Miocene ecosystems. By the end of the Miocene epoch, true carnivorans had firmly established themselves as the dominant predators on land, outcompeting other carnivorous mammals and solidifying their roles in the ecosystem. The adaptations and diversification that occurred during the Miocene laid the foundation for the rise of iconic carnivorous species in subsequent epochs. The successful expansion of the true carnivorans during this time set the stage for the arrival of the Pleistocene giants, including saber-toothed cats, dire wolves, and short-faced bears who would dominate the landscape in the millennia to come. The Miocene epoch, therefore, represents a critical juncture in the evolutionary history of carnivorous mammals. It was a time of innovation and adaptation, as these mammals evolved in response to changing climates, new prey opportunities, and increased competition. The rise of true carnivorans during this epoch highlights the remarkable flexibility and resilience of these animals, as they transformed from relatively small, generalized hunters into some of the most specialized and successful predators in the animal kingdom. This chapter in the story of carnivorous mammals sets the stage for the next phase of their evolution, the rise of apex predators in the Pleistocene, whose dominance would come to define the final chapters of the Cenozoic era. The Pleistocene epoch, which spanned from about 2.6 million to 11,700 years ago, marked a dramatic chapter in the history of carnivorous mammals. Often referred to as the Ice Age, the Pleistocene was characterized by repeated glacial cycles, fluctuating temperatures, and the development of expansive ice sheets. These environmental changes shaped not only the landscapes, but also the evolution of the animals that lived within them, leading to the emergence of some of the most iconic and formidable predators in the history of the Earth. The era saw the rise of legendary carnivores like the saber-toothed cats, *Smilodon*, the giant short-faced bear, *Arctodus*, and the dire wolf, *Canis dirus*, whose reign as apex predators was both spectacular and short-lived in the grand timeline of evolution. Among the most renowned carnivorous mammals of the Pleistocene were the saber-toothed cats, particularly the genus *Smilodon*. These cats are well known for their distinctive long, curved upper canine teeth, which could extend up to 7 inches in length. This iconic feature gave them their common name, but it was more than just a visual hallmark. It was a crucial adaptation for their specialized hunting strategy. Unlike modern big cats, which typically kill their prey by clamping onto the throat to suffocate them, saber-toothed cats were likely ambush predators. Once they tackled their prey, using their strong forelimbs, they would deliver a precise killing bite to the soft tissues of the neck or underbelly, using their elongated canines to puncture vital organs or sever blood vessels. This specialized hunting technique made them effective at bringing down large, slow-moving herbivores like mammoths, mastodons, and ground sloths. The adaptations of *Smilodon* extended beyond their formidable teeth. These cats had robust and muscular bodies, designed for power rather than speed. Their limbs were shorter compared to modern big cats, which suggests they were less suited for extended chases and more adept at quick bursts of power to tackle their prey. Fossil evidence indicates that *Smilodon* often targeted larger prey animals, which was consistent with the Pleistocene megafauna present in North and South America. This dietary specialization allowed Smilodon to thrive in the richly biodiverse and prey-abundant environments of the Ice Age, but it also made them vulnerable to extinction as their primary food sources dwindled towards the end of the epoch. The Pleistocene was also home to the giant short-faced bear, Arctodus simus a mammal that represents one of the largest terrestrial carnivores ever to roam North America. Standing up to 12 feet tall on its hind legs and weighing as much as 1,500 pounds, Arctodus was a formidable presence in the Pleistocene ecosystems. Its long limbs and distinctive, somewhat awkward gait have led paleontologists to suggest that it was a highly mobile predator, capable of covering vast distances in search of prey or carrion. Some researchers theorize that Arctodus may have been an opportunistic omnivore, combining active predation with scavenging to sustain its massive size. The bear's sheer size and power would have allowed it to dominate carcasses and intimidate smaller carnivores away from their kills, establishing it as one of the top predators of its time. In the grasslands and woodlands of Pleistocene North America, another apex predator prowled, the dire wolf, Canis dirus *. Despite its fearsome name, the dire wolf was not vastly different in appearance from modern wolves, but it was larger and more robust, with stronger jaws and larger teeth. These adaptations suggest that dire wolves were well suited to taking down larger prey than their modern relatives. They likely hunted in packs, using their social coordination to target large herbivores like bison, horses, and even young mammoths. Dire wolves are often depicted in popular culture as fierce competitors with saber-toothed cats, and while fossil evidence does indicate they coexisted, the ecological niches of these two apex predators may have been distinct enough to limit direct competition. Dire wolves likely capitalized on their pack-hunting behavior, enabling them to exploit a variety of prey species and enhance their resilience in the Pleistocene's fluctuating environments. In addition to these iconic carnivores, the Pleistocene also saw the evolution of other large predators, such as cave lions, Panthera spelaea and Eurasian cave bears, Ursus spelaeus *. Cave lions, which were closely related to modern lions, roamed across Europe and Asia, preying on large herbivores like reindeer, horses, and bison. They were adapted to the harsh, cold environments of the Ice Age, with thick fur to protect them from freezing temperatures. Fossil evidence suggests that cave lions may have lived in social groups, similar to modern lions, enhancing their ability to hunt large prey cooperatively. Cave bears, on the other hand, were primarily herbivorous, despite their size and strength. They are believed to have played a key role in their ecosystems by foraging for plant material and possibly scavenging on occasion. The adaptation of such a large mammal to a largely herbivorous diet in the cold climates of the Pleistocene highlights the diversity of ecological strategies employed by large mammals during this period. The Pleistocene's landscape and climatic fluctuations were central to shaping the evolution and distribution of these large predators. As glaciers advanced and retreated, ecosystems changed dramatically, causing shifts in the distribution and abundance of prey species. These environmental changes placed constant evolutionary pressures on the Pleistocene predators, forcing them to adapt their hunting strategies and expand their ranges in search of food. This dynamic environment also fostered interactions between different predator species, leading to complex ecological relationships and competition over resources. The rise of specialized hunters like saber-toothed cats, which relied on specific types of prey, coexisted with more generalized predators like dire wolves and short-faced bears, which could adapt their diets to changing conditions. However, as the Pleistocene drew to a close, the world experienced one of the most significant climatic transitions in its history. The end of the last ice age around 11,700 years ago brought about warmer temperatures and the retreat of the massive glaciers that had defined much of the epoch. This warming trend led to widespread changes in habitats, with forests replacing grasslands and tundra, and the extinction of many of the large herbivores that had formed the primary food source for the great Pleistocene predators. The disappearance of prey animals like mammoths, mastodons, and giant ground sloths marked the beginning of the end for many of the era's iconic carnivores. The arrival of early humans in the late Pleistocene likely compounded the pressures faced by these large predators. As humans spread across the continents, they brought with them advanced hunting techniques and the ability to exploit a wide range of prey. The combination of human hunting and habitat changes may have led to increased competition for resources between humans and large carnivores. While the exact role of humans in the extinction of Pleistocene megafauna is still debated, it is clear that the pressures of a changing climate, declining prey populations, and competition with humans created a challenging environment for the great predators of the Ice Age. By the end of the Pleistocene, many of the era's most iconic predators, including Smilodon Arctodus and Carnivorous had vanished from the Earth, marking the close of an extraordinary chapter in the evolution of carnivorous mammals. Their disappearance underscores the fragility of even the most powerful and well-adapted species in the face of rapid environmental change. The extinction of these apex predators left a significant void in the ecosystems they once dominated, paving the way for the rise of new predator-prey dynamics in the Holocene epoch. The story of the Pleistocene carnivores is a reminder of the constant interplay between environmental change, evolutionary adaptation, and ecological competition. The predators of the Ice Age were not only defined by their impressive physical adaptations, but also by their ability to survive and thrive in a world of constant climatic upheaval. The adaptations that enabled them to dominate their ecosystems, the powerful forelimbs of saber-toothed cats, the long limbs and mobility of short-faced bears, and the social coordination of dire wolves, represent the culmination of millions of years of evolution. Yet, these very adaptations also made them vulnerable to the rapid changes that characterized the end of the Pleistocene. Today, the legacy of the Pleistocene carnivores lives on in their descendants and in the fossil record, which offers a glimpse into a time when giant predators roamed the Earth. Modern carnivores like lions, wolves, and bears are distant relatives of the great Pleistocene hunters, carrying forward some of the same adaptations and behaviors that once defined their Ice Age ancestors. The Pleistocene's great predators may be long gone, but their evolutionary story continues to influence the modern ecosystems in which their descendants live. The Pleistocene epoch was a time of giants, not just in terms of size, but in terms of the complexity and diversity of life that flourished in the face of adversity. It was an era of adaptation and resilience, of predators that became legends and left their mark on the Earth's history. From the saber-toothed cat's stealthy ambushes to the dire wolves' cooperative hunts, the Pleistocene was a testament to the enduring and dynamic nature of evolution. As the Pleistocene epoch came to a close, the Earth transitioned into the Holocene epoch around 11,700 years ago. This marked the dawn of the modern era, a time of warmer climates, retreating glaciers, and significant changes in the planet's ecosystems. For carnivorous mammals, this transition represented both a challenge and an opportunity. The end of the Ice Age saw the extinction of many iconic Pleistocene predators, such as the saber-toothed cats, dire wolves, and short-faced bears, creating an ecological void that surviving carnivores would adapt to fill. The survivors of this transition would give rise to the diverse array of predators we know today, from the powerful lions and tigers to the versatile wolves and adaptable bears. The most significant factor driving the evolution of modern carnivores during the Holocene and beyond was the dramatic change in climate and habitat. As the Earth warmed, ice sheets that once covered much of the northern hemisphere retreated, leading to the expansion of forests, grasslands, and wetlands. These new habitats provided opportunities for surviving predators to diversify and expand their ranges. For example, with the retreat of the ice, the range of wolves, Canis lupus expanded, allowing them to occupy diverse habitats from tundra and boreal forests to temperate regions. This adaptability, combined with their social pack structure and cooperative hunting strategies, enabled wolves to become one of the most widespread and successful predators in the Holocene. During this period, the evolutionary story of modern felids also took a significant turn. Big cats like lions, Panthera leo tigers, Panthera tigris and leopards, Panthera pardus emerged as apex predators in various regions across Africa and Asia. These cats, descendants of the Pleistocene felids, adapted to the changing environments by refining their hunting strategies and expanding their territories. For instance, lions developed social structures and cooperative hunting techniques that enabled them to take down large herbivores like zebras and buffalo. Their social nature and coordination allowed them to thrive in the savannas of Africa, while their close relatives, the tigers, adapted to the dense forests of Asia, evolving solitary hunting strategies suited to stalking and ambushing prey in thick vegetation. In the Americas, the evolution of large carnivores was also marked by significant changes. Cougars, Puma concolor *, also known as mountain lions or pumas, emerged as versatile predators capable of adapting to a wide range of habitats, from dense forests to arid deserts. This adaptability made them one of the most widespread big cats in the Western Hemisphere. Unlike the social lions, cougars are solitary hunters, relying on stealth and ambush tactics to take down their prey, which ranges from small mammals to large ungulates. Their success in adapting to different environments highlights the diversity of hunting strategies that evolved among modern carnivores during the Holocene. Meanwhile, in North America and Eurasia, the evolution of bears continued to shape the landscape of large carnivores. Brown bears, Ursus arctos which had survived the end of the Pleistocene, began to diversify into various subspecies, occupying a range of habitats from tundra and forests to mountainous regions. The brown bear's adaptability, omnivorous diet, and hibernation strategy enabled it to thrive in the changing environments of the Holocene. These bears became key figures in the ecosystems they inhabited, playing crucial roles as both predators and scavengers. Their evolutionary success allowed them to spread across large parts of Europe, Asia, and North America, where they coexisted with other large predators like wolves and big cats. In addition to the diversification of large carnivores, the Holocene also saw the evolution and spread of smaller but highly specialized predators such as foxes, weasels, and wildcats. These smaller carnivores adapted to niches that larger predators did not occupy, allowing them to exploit smaller prey and different food sources. For example, red foxes, vulpes became highly adaptable and widespread, occupying a variety of habitats from urban environments to remote wilderness areas. Their generalist diet and opportunistic behavior made them resilient to environmental changes and human encroachment, contributing to their success in the modern era. However, the Holocene epoch was not solely defined by natural changes in climate and habitat. It was also marked by the rise of an unprecedented force of change: human civilization. As human populations expanded and developed agriculture, they began to transform the landscape at an accelerating rate. Deforestation, the conversion of land for agriculture, and the domestication of livestock created new challenges and opportunities for carnivorous mammals. While some species benefited from the increase in prey availability, others faced intense competition with humans for resources and territory. The expansion of human settlements and agriculture often led to conflicts with large predators. For instance, the clearing of forests and the establishment of farmland in Europe and Asia brought humans into closer contact with wolves and big cats, leading to a history of both admiration and fear. Over time, this tension resulted in the widespread hunting and persecution of predators like wolves, which were often seen as threats to livestock and human communities. By the early modern period, wolf populations had been drastically reduced in much of Western Europe and parts of North America, forcing the species into more remote areas. Despite these challenges, some carnivores demonstrated remarkable resilience and adaptability to human presence. Wolves, for example, managed to survive in isolated regions of Europe, North America, and Asia, gradually recovering in areas where conservation efforts were implemented. Similarly, leopards in Asia and Africa adapted to fragmented habitats and the presence of humans by becoming more elusive and nocturnal. These adaptations allowed them to continue hunting in areas where human activities had significantly altered the landscape. The relationship between humans and carnivores during the Holocene was complex and dynamic. While many predators faced persecution and habitat loss, others adapted to exploit new opportunities created by human activities. For example, some predators began to scavenge on human waste or prey on livestock, creating new ecological niches in human-dominated landscapes. This interaction between humans and carnivores set the stage for an ongoing struggle over territory and resources, a theme that continues to shape the evolution and survival of modern predators to this day. In recent centuries, the impact of human activity on carnivorous mammals has intensified with the advent of industrialization, urbanization, and the rapid expansion of human populations. Habitat loss, hunting, and climate change have driven many species to the brink of extinction. Tigers, once widespread across Asia, now survive only in small, isolated populations due to habitat destruction and poaching. Similarly, lions have been driven from much of their historical range in Africa, and their numbers have declined dramatically in the face of human encroachment and conflict. Despite these challenges, the modern era has also seen the rise of conservation efforts aimed at protecting carnivorous mammals and their habitats. National parks, wildlife reserves, and international treaties have been established to safeguard endangered species and promote the recovery of predator populations. The reintroduction of wolves to Yellowstone National Park in the United States in the 1990s is a notable example of successful conservation efforts. The reintroduction of these apex predators not only restored wolf populations, but also had a profound impact on the entire ecosystem, demonstrating the crucial role that predators play in maintaining ecological balance. The story of carnivorous mammals in the modern era is a testament to their resilience and adaptability, as well as to the ongoing challenges they face in an era of rapid environmental change. While many large predators remain at risk, there are also success stories of species that have adapted to coexist with humans or have been brought back from the brink of extinction through concerted conservation efforts. The survival of these predators depends not only on their ability to adapt to changing environments, but also on the actions of humans to protect and preserve them. As the world continues to change in the Anthropocene, the age defined by human impact, the future of carnivorous mammals remains uncertain. Climate change, habitat fragmentation, and expanding human populations continue to put pressure on predator species. Yet, there is also hope in the form of increasing awareness and efforts to restore ecosystems and protect wildlife. The fate of modern carnivores is inextricably linked to the choices humans make about how we share the planet with these iconic and essential creatures. In summary, the evolution of today's carnivorous mammals is a story of resilience, adaptation, and survival in the face of monumental changes. From the end of the Pleistocene to the rise of human civilization, these predators have navigated a rapidly shifting world, finding ways to thrive in new environments and coexist with an increasingly dominant human presence. The modern era's lions, Tigers, wolves, and bears are living legacies of millions of years of evolution, carrying forward the traits and adaptations that allowed their ancestors to endure and flourish. Their continued existence is a reminder of the delicate balance between nature and human society, and of the responsibility we share in preserving the wild landscapes and magnificent predators that enrich our world.